My name is. I am from Afghanistan. I want to help Afghan girls learn English and through that gain more learning opportunities for themselves.
Are there any risks for you or the girls learning English in Afghanistan?
I think there is, but we are being very careful. They do the course from their homes online, so they don't tell anyone that they're doing it. The Taliban also wouldn't know because they're doing these online courses from their homes. I haven't put up anything about my project online, and so people don't know that I am the organizer because it can be a little risky for my parents or my family back home if the Taliban finds out about it or anything.
When did you learn to speak English?
I started learning English back in 2018 in a local organization. And so in 2021, when the Taliban took over the country and they imposed really restrictive rules on girls' education and job and social activities, I was no longer able to go to any educational course or to get into a college because I was not allowed to. I decided to apply for some international schools, so to finish my high school and to get into a college. It was really, really hard and almost impossible to get a passport. I thought if I had shown my documents and my acceptance letter from to one of the education ministers, and if I had asked him to introduce me as an exception, as someone who needed to get her passport immediately, that could have been possible. I collected my school certificates and I printed out my acceptance letter from. I went to an education minister in my city. I showed him my documents and I said I've won this scholarship from this school. This is an international school. I want to go there, but I need my passport. And I asked him to introduce me as an exception so I could get my passport. It's not surprising, but he did not do that. He even said that I should not leave the country, never ever, because I'm a Muslim girl. I should not go to USA or any non-Islamic country. He didn't even return my documents and said I needed to leave his office. I was really disappointed and frustrated at that point. I felt like I had no other way.
How did you leave Afghanistan and end up here in America?
I went back home. I stayed at home for a week, thinking about what other ways are there, what other possible ways I could try. So back then, people who had a disease, people who were sick, or people who needed to leave the country immediately were able to apply for an exception and get their passport faster than others. Again, I think I was just lucky. I had these teachers from they helped me get an emergency visa of India. So my brother and I left the country for India. I had made some appointments with a doctor in India. So in the airport, I showed my documents from the hospital to the officers and people who were asking me where I was going. I said I'm going to India to visit a doctor with my brother because girls were not allowed to travel alone. So my brother was just accompanying me.
So now that you're in America, what are your goals?
I am going to apply for colleges in America, and I am still undecided. I don't know what I will be studying in college, but I know wherever I will be, I will try to use my opportunities and the things that I have here to help some girls and some of those Afghan women who are still going through all the things that I went. So that's why when I first came, I felt that I really needed to do something about it. Like whatever I could, I needed to do that.
What is your goal and how can we help you get there?
One of my friends decided to raise fund and purchase some online courses, online English courses, for some girls back in Afghanistan so that they could improve their English. And then we are going to support them to take the Duolingo proficiency, English proficiency test, so that using that certificate, the Duolingo certificate, they can apply for some schools and colleges abroad, as I did.
So how can we help with this?
If you want to help with this, um, you may fund our project by using our QR code. My project can be really helpful and effective in their lives. So by learning English, I could change my whole story. If I hadn't learned English, my life would have been completely different now under the Taliban's regime. So I really value this. I think that this is a way that allows them to go to some colleges out of the country because they're not allowed to go to any schools now.